Now, item number 7, Burwood Pegasus Community Ward. Now, I understand that Andrea is not here today, and that David East is going to speak to this. So I'll just and there's another one immediately following as well. So let's just get this one out of the way. So moved by David East and seconded by
the first
Glenn
one,
Livingston. Yep.
The first item's really, there's no Part A meetings, but I would like to just draw attention to item 10 on page 17, and just advise to councillors that, you know, for a number of years we've had some issues on the pier with fishing on the end, and there's always been a no fishing zone that's been habitually occupied by fishermen. And in recent weeks we've actually trialled a fence to isolate this particular area of the pier, and to date it just appears to be working quite well. So some of the issues that we've had are disappearing. So that's the only matter I'd like to raise in that report.
That's lovely.
Do that one now? Or
yep,
just
I'll
carry
put
on?
the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. And now,
the meeting of the 15th on page 19, there's a Part A matter there.
yeah, we'll deal with the Part A matter first. So that's moved by you, seconded by Glenn. And
that's for the a deed of licence for velocity carts, commonly known as blow carts and drift carts, which is a very, very good initiative that's being developed on the old Bexley dump site, or part of it. So this has been something that had been in the winds pre-earthquake, and it's sitting there, and it has been progress since then. I think it's a great initiative for the eastern suburbs, and I would commend the adoption of that matter.
yeah, I mean, it is fabulous. I thought you were going to give us a demo though this morning. No?
Yep, I'll move.
Yeah, are there any questions or comments?
Just a question around the carts and the noise created from the carts. Is there any issues with the residents with
It's
noise?
right next to the red zone.
It's
good.
It's right in the middle of the old Bexley dump site, and I think the nearest residence would be some 100, 200 metres away.
Yeah, it is. It's back on the other side of Pages Road, so there is residences on the other side of Pages Road, and there's residences at the back of the Bromley there.
Yeah,
so
Rowan Ave, round that way.
Just didn't want to see a Ruapuna.
No.
It's somewhere else.
Yeah, they're quite
Well, it's sales, blow carts.
Yeah, they're not.
Don't have
they're
motors
not,
in them.
They're not. They don't have
motorised.
motors.
No.
No.
It's just the screams as you fall off them. All right, I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried.
There is another little issue, item 14, and
Well, we'll have the whole motion. So I'm going to get Glenn to move it and you to second it. So yep, speak to the rest of the
that's the Part A.
report. Oh, it's a Part A.
That was a Part A matter.
That was the first part.
Yeah, but
The blow carts is a Part A.
That's Part A. So we
but now this is the recommendation of the whole.
Oh, but we've just as one further
Yes, I know,
matter.
and I'm going to get you to speak to it.
I'm just going to pass that one over to Glenn. Item 14 on our.
Yep.
Okay then. Oh, thank you. Thanks, David. Just got some staff advice over item 14 that it's a metropolitan issue, the BRP, Burwood Resource Recovery Park. So it is for the council to approve rather than the board. And in relation to the Shirley Papanui Community Board, whose boundary comes right adjacent to that, can they see the actual recovery plan? Yes, they can. So that's
Right.
fine.
So how do we get that onto our agenda so that we can make the decision? And given that you've already made the decision at your community board, how do we get it off your agenda
I
and
imagine we'll
onto
just have
ours?
to get that report.
I think it
Yep.
would have to go back to the board for them to rescind their initial resolution and refer it to council for a decision
So when's your next meeting?
next week.
So-
I don't know whether we can get it on the agenda.
Well, could we give authority
Sorry,
for it
fortnight's
to
time.
come to our council meeting from the next community board meeting, rather than wait till the following one? Yep. Yep. All right, so, so why don't we put that the report as a whole be adopted, excluding subclause 14, the matter, which will be reported back to council for a decision on the 23rd of October 2014. All right?
Thank you.
And then you need to get that on your agenda so that you resolve to send it back to us.
And that Shirley Papanui could get some information about
Oh, and
that
Shirley
too.
Papanui needs to be sent the information. Just can you put a note that Shirley Papanui will be provided with a copy of the Burwood Landfill Resource Recovery Park Redevelopment Plan? Or you could say with the plan as referred. It's a big mouthful.
I don't know if I've missed it. Is it a regional park or not? Do we
Yeah,
announce it?
metropolitan. Oh, it's a metropolitan facility, a regional park, yes. That's an internal classification, right? Yeah? Yep. Good.
Information comes back, are we going to get OPEX costs associated with it as well? Like, are there any financial implications?
All reports will have comments on the financials. So.
I would assume it would have.
Okay, I think that would be good. Thank you.
Yeah, good. All right, I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Fendalton Waimari Community Board, item number 9.